back to Pipe Talk. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I hope that I was able to get the intro in. So I was noticing that last time, I said quite a bit. So I'm really gonna work on trying to get that out. It's very hard when you're kind of free balling what you're saying with no script. Kind of caught myself right there. So we'll see. I'll get better over time, but I kind of like leaving it in because as I go back through videos and stuff, maybe in the future, if I continue to do this, I'll be able to see myself improve over time. So, a little water. I want you guys to know I got a new lighter. It's like, I don't know if you can hear right now, but the coyotes are going crazy. This is my new lighter, by the way. I hope you guys can hear it. It's like they're going nuts. So where they are right now is right at my neighbor's farm. So they must have something. I know it's mating season right now. Exciting time for those of us who hunt. We got the rut coming. Archery season just started here on Sunday, actually, but you can't hunt Sundays in Pennsylvania. But I know there's kind of a weird law about that. It's crazy to hear them. I mean, there's like a half dozen of them. I haven't heard them go that crazy in a long time. I have a bunch of trail cameras in my backyard where I plan on hunting, and since October, not October, I'm sorry, since like August, I've only seen one on my camera. And hiking in my neighbor's yard, we saw one when we were hiking. My yard and my neighbor's yard connect. My neighbor has 60 acres, and it's like right on basically the top of the mountain. One of these days, if I can record during the daytime, you'll be able to see my neighbor across the street here. They have this beautiful man-made pond, and it's huge. It's probably like 2 acres. So it's nice to get to see. I got kind of waterfront property, but not really. I know I said it right there. Now I'm kind of conscious of it. So speaking of lighters, I got a Zippo lighter at Walmart, and of course they have no lighter fluid either. So someone in the comments was like, you should use kitchen matches, they're easier. And I don't disagree, or not easier, but cheaper. But I was at the gas station and I saw this and I was like, $2 is $2, you know? I'll eventually get Zippo lighter fluid. I don't know why I'm dragging my feet. I also turned the camera on my phone around. I know that the back camera always produces better quality, but I'm a little worried filming this way because there's no red light or anything, so I don't know if it stops filming. Whereas if I'm filming with the front camera, although the quality is a little lower, I know if it's not recording because I can clearly see it. I would like to talk about hunting, maybe in a little bit. I was checking the trail cameras today with my son, And there's two spots that I really want to hunt. They're very good for those of you that hunt, or for those of you that don't hunt. Deer tend to take the path, well, really all animals tend to take the path of least resistance. So if there's riding trails and stuff in the woods, or even hiking trails, that's where they're going to go, because they don't have to fight to get through brush. So I guess I should have got the matches. So I have like a side by side. So there's a seat that we have that my son can ride in safely. So we go like 2 miles an hour. So we go through and we're checking the trail cameras today, and I'm thinking next week my neighbor comes back from a little vacation that he's taking. He wanted to ride his motorcycle, kind of originally down straight through Georgia, but obviously the hurricane hit, and he was going to pass right through the town in Appalachia that got obliterated. And my heart goes out to those people. I have 3 family members in Florida right now that had to come back up here to live with not necessarily me, but us as in our family, because they're about to get hammered, and I hope that it's handled well. I feel horrible for everyone. But back to my story. I'm trying not to get derailed too much here, although I tend to lose focus pretty easily. I'm just it's hard going off the top of the head, because I kind of just go with whatever thought is appearing. So back to what I was talking about. So we're checking the trail cameras, and we got to the second trail camera, and I'm looking through it, and my son's trying to get out of the car seat, and I see some nice pictures. It's mostly doe. I know that there's 1 buck back there, or 2 buck back there. It's hard to tell because my cameras are low quality. And right in this brush, as we get back to leave, this giant, he's probably 210 pounds, buck jumps up, takes off, and they do what they always do, which is like they run, and then they give you that like quartering away, like almost broadside, like perfect shot. Not that we were hunting, but it's like, and we just got this like beautiful picture of him, and I hope that he's still there in another week when I'm bow hunting. Just like I said, I just wanted to wait for my neighbor to get back, because he's never hunted before. So I'm going to kind of teach him how. And I've not barely hunted. I've been hunting since 2019, so 6 years. And I'm no expert by any means. This is embarrassing. But I am going to be processing the game myself, and it's nice to have an extra set of hands. For those of you who haven't harvested deer before, I don't know, I still have a very, very small audience. I want to thank everyone who's subscribed so far. I can't believe I have 12 subscribers. That's kind of crazy. I know it's a small number, but everybody starts somewhere, and last week I started with 0. So thank you to the 12 of you whose names I don't remember off the top of my head. I should have written them down. And please leave some comments. I'd really like to interact with everyone. It's great to know that some people are getting, if not really anything, at least something out of my little conversations with myself, kind of to you all. I was also thinking about like an upload schedule. I know I said I would do 1 or 2 videos a week, and depending on the time that I have available, because I do work, that's what I want to make my next video about, is kind of where the time goes. I'm trying not to get sidetracked down that alley right now, which is very hard. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do maybe Monday and Friday, or Tuesday and Friday, something like that. If I want to at least get a video up every Monday or Tuesday, and then if I can get a second video up, I will. As I go through my day living life, there's more ideas that come to my mind, and I'm trying to not do too much at once, and I'm trying to not let my videos kind of be too all over the place. I'd like to stick at least to one topic, but I don't want to do a script. I like raw, at least what I like to watch is raw video. We get so much filtered that it's nice to see that people are normal people. You know, not everyone's perfect, which is something that I think gets lost on society, especially with us younger folk. But growing up with the internet, it was weird because I was born and I was going to school and there really wasn't too much technology integrated, and then I hit middle school and it started to become pretty integrated. And by the time I was in high school, it was like every class had a smart board, and some schools had laptops and other things, and tablets. Not mine. My wife was a military brat, and so her classes were smaller. So they had some like pilot program going where they actually had, like, I think, laptops at school. So that's pretty cool. Personally, I don't know if I'm an old soul or whatever, but I like to write on paper. I like to read actual books. I know I listen to audiobooks, but that's more of a time and tired thing. But if I'm going to read, I would rather sit down and read the actual hard copy book or paperback. But my wife can read on her tablet, and I can't do it. It just doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm smoking my pipe a little fast. I need to slow down a little. Move some of this ash around. For anyone who's curious, I'm smoking my Jean-Claude pipe, as I was in the last video, and I'm smoking the Cornell and Diehl Apricots and Cream. If you smoked this tobacco before, let me know what you think of it. It's the first tobacco that I got for my pipe, and I have a lot of it. Like I said, 2 videos ago, I got 3 ounces of this because I didn't know what 3 ounces was, and it's quite a bit of tobacco, especially for someone who smokes pretty infrequently. Probably more now that I'm joining the YTPC, so the YouTube pipe community, which I just heard that vernacular a few days ago, and I didn't know what YTPC was. I saw other people put it in other people's comments. like Papa Bear, Wenzel's World. I can't remember everyone off the top of my head. Paladin Piper. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I actually like this blend. You know, as a novice smoker, I just kind of think that maybe I like the aromatics more because I'm newer to it, and I don't really have that nicotine tolerance. And I know they're different, but I have smoked cigars, and I really like I guess, the fruitier ones, the more harsh tobacco ones. I couldn't develop a palate for. That's all I got tonight. I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter. Thank you all for stopping by for another round of pipe talk, and let me know what your favorite tobacco is. I'd love to hear and maybe give it a try someday.